Steering it is rather now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to GP1 for round 3 here at the Hungarian ring, just outside of Budapest. I am SF1 Rhodes. Joining me this evening, I haven't had him in the comms booth in a long time, as you guys like to partner and call it banter booth. This man streamed the race on Friday for us. Lewis, my mate, how are you doing this evening?
I'm good. I'm excited to be back here again. Obviously doing it Friday on my own, which wasn't the plan, but technical difficulties. Got warmed up. It's gonna be a bit weird being in the second seat today.
The second seat, you get to relax a little bit more.
Well, usually, last year before, I used to just sit there and be quiet until you said my name.
But we have Rashi out on track first. He is probably going to do his outlap and then pull the car in to retire. His reserves in this league do not get to qualify if you're reserving for your team. I'm sure Rashi knows that. But it looks like we have 18 drivers out of 20. Biggest one is Mattis Gamer Boss is not here this evening. I don't know. I did send him an invite, but leader in the championship right now, just ahead of, I believe it is Eke. Eke is here though, so let's see if Eke can kind of bank on that and a couple points, catch back up to Mattis Gamer Boss, because Mattis Gamer Boss has made it 2 out of 2 so far, winning at the Brazilian Grand Prix on round 1 and the United States Grand Prix in round 2. So Rashi is in the pits. He's going to retire. Who is going to be the actual first guy to set a lap? We have a Renault out. Is that going to be Tom? It's going to be Tom. He's going to be on a flyer. So I can't tell you, but this man, I don't know if he can remember, what was the pole time? Tom has crashed the car pretty heavily into the wall, exiting turn 1. But yeah, he's going to have to pull into the pits and box for a new wing and a new set of tires. There goes his teammate through. That's going to be Eke. Eke's going to be the next guy to set a lap. But Lewis, what was the time set by...
Don't ask. I know what you're going to ask me. Don't ask me because I can't remember. It was 2 days ago.
Yeah, the pole position on Friday. I can't remember what it was. I'm never going to get a pole position, so I'm not really concerned about it.
I think I bullied you a bit Friday. You should have been, ahead of where you were.
Prix helped us out in the chat. He said it was a 13.9 on Friday, so I'm going to expect to see, since we have sunny conditions, it's definitely going to be probably a low 13, maybe mid 12, but we'll see. I know this man carries a lot of pace in the Renault team this year. He's won GP1 title here before, kind of went off to do a couple of different leagues, and he's come back, sets a 13.7 out of the gate, so already quicker than GP2. Let's see who's going to be the next guy. Is that a Haas? It's going to be Racing Point. Mama sets a 15.2. Now we have a Williams coming through. If I can get my calculator, he must have been on a outlap. It looks like AlphaTauri is now coming through. Is that Paranel? Paranel is going to cross. No, he's on an outlap as well. A lot of guys on the outlap. Short quality this season for SF1. Moving from full quality, which was a blessing. Because if you don't make...
There is someone in a wall, or was in a wall somewhere.
Racing Point, it looks like. Was it Mama or was it Smids?
No, I think Eke went into the wall, or at least slowed down. Where the yellow flag was, there was a Renault.
So, Paranel spins the car on the death corner. But he knows that right-hand corner going up.
I I called that out about 4 times on Friday. Just no one listened to me.
I think it's a known thing, but when you're pushing the car, it's so easy just to tag it. Even the smallest touch will throw the car off.
It's like no one touched that curb, and then about 3 people did it in the space of about 5
All right,
laps.
so we have a couple guys. Let's see if that's JML or if that's SF1 Harrison. He's gonna cross out at 15. Probably going to look to improve. No, yeah, he's ran a slow time on the soft compound. Not sure. A couple guys now coming through. Amadeus, it's a 16.5. I wonder if these guys are just putting a couple like little small bank laps in just to get the feel of the track. The track should be pretty grippy. It's really sunny. Let's jump on board with Harrison. Yeah, it's sunny. That track's got to be really tacky. Harrison is running his ERS in hot lap now, so this is going to be his flyer.
There's purple sector 1 now.
See if Harrison does improve on his 15. Goes a little bit. Oh, he's invalidated that round.
Sector 2. And 14-0. I've got to say that as SF1 Tom is in a barrier. Tom, sort yourself out. We've got your teammates up there in P1 and you're just faffing around.
See if Smids can improve. Does
Harrison was 4/10 up, he's just invalidated his lap.
the track is kind of a tricky one, very technical, especially in Sector 3. And it's, in fact, my favorite part of the track, even though for some reason my setup was not very favorable of Sector 3.
Do we actually have the full results for that yet? Because I am not sure
I can tell you the
who got
podium.
where. Did you win?
No. The game,
Ha!
the game. If you are, say you don't have any penalties on track, but you lose connection to the lobby, and you go out and you join back in, it actually gives you a time glitch and sends you down the order. So Devla did pick up the win on Friday, but there was an incident between himself and Whiffy that gave Whiffy a 5-second, which I know from the stewards will be removed. So Whiffy is actually going to be the winner of Friday, with Devla in second.
I did call that in the box at the time.
And
I called that in the box at the time, that would probably be removed.
I will be in third. Which,
At least got a podium.
yeah, it means
Someone called that in the chat, and I said no. I didn't think you'd get a podium at all.
hey, watch it. I was really pushing as hard as I could. Those 2 safety cars at the end really saved my life.
Is
So Senna goes up to P4. Now that's not a bad look. I will say something about that. He hit me up before the race and said that he had a couple alcoholic specialties and wasn't very excited about racing this evening. But I mean,
Eke is improving on his lap. Got a purple sector 2.
but putting himself in P4, not too far behind his teammate, 8/10. Let's see if Eke improves on his time with 13.7. Can he get his first pole position this evening in this season? Sets a 13.5, so 2/10 up. That is a solid lap and a half from Eke. Let's see if anybody can test the mental of Eke and get himself closer. A lot of guys on the out lap now. 8 minutes remaining in this session. Well, 8 minutes and 15 seconds if we're being particular about the time. I'm getting a bit of a lag. I don't know, a little bit of lag from soap. Hopefully that doesn't carry over to the race. Yeah, everybody else kind of still sitting in the pits, just chilling. A couple of guys are pushing for a lap. Let's see. It doesn't look like Mama's going to push for another lap. He's probably going to pull it in. Harrison did set his time on, I believe it was soft. Yes, he did. Soft. 4-4. He did 4 laps on a set of softs. Definitely don't want to touch those for the race. Hard to know what is going on. He's watching this evening. Everybody. Second one is Jono on a flyer. It is. Let's actually jump on board with the Haas driver as he goes up to the fast left. Touch that curb the wrong way, and it's going to spit your car out back into the wall. Now around the death curve, as everybody likes to call it. Lewis called it out on Friday. Up to a heavy braking, first a right and then a left. Don't want to extend too much there. It will give you a time penalty. This track, Lewis, I think, worth a lot of the time penalties that are going to come on this evening.
The Williams just improved to P6.
Amandale did. Let's see how Jono does. He is on a flyer in the Haas. Made his return last week, but it was short-lived. Unfortunately, crashed out at the beginning of the race. His teammate not here this evening.
Is in a barrier at the death turn.
Jono goes to 15.3 on a set of mediums. So that's not a bad shout. Harrison now is going to try to set.
Casually just viewing a McLaren doing a 3-point turn.
Bro Luca in the chat rooting on the Renault team. Good friends with Lucky. Did the stream together on Thursday, which I am mighty thankful for. Thank you guys so much. Viva la Renault, as Cardinal says. I in particular, I have to say, Forza Alfa Romeo. Right now, Hubsy being up. He's in P5. Let's see how his teammate Stig having unfortunate luck at the beginning of the season. 2 DNFs to his name in the first 2 races. Still sitting in the pits. I wonder if he's going to try to give it one go at the end. It's kind of a bit dangerous call. You could invalidate that final lap and started way down the order. Luna is saying go McLaren. Paranel's going to pull into the pits. On the rest of these guys. Harrison gets the tail end of that. Mercedes a bit too happy coming out of the exit. Mediums aren't going to stick as well as the softs. Let's see if he can get an improvement. I think he slowed down on that 15.7 on a soft run.
Careful sector 2.
Track will definitely be improved. 5 minutes to go here. Who's going to get for pole position for the Hungarian race? One of my favorite races, but I mean, middle part of the race on Friday, I was in nowhere's land. Harrison is going to cross P5 with a 14.7 on medium compound. Wonder if anybody else is going to try to attempt that. Typically, this track, I will say, from Friday's run, you definitely want to try. If you're going to do a one-stop, it's going to be from a medium to a hard compound or a hard to medium compound. You can run a soft to hard compound, but you're really going to have to be delicate on those soft compounds for the first couple laps. As Smids retires from P11 with a 15.8. So he looks like he's going to be comfortable with that time. J-Mel now out on for his out lap, grabbing a podium last week in GP1 at the United States Grand Prix. Had a lot of pace, was catching Mattis Gamerboss towards the end, but unfortunately picking up 6 seconds worth of time penalties. Jamin Toast, thank you so much for the follow. If you guys are enjoying what you're watching, make sure you jump over to the Discord. Find us on there. You can talk with us. Heck, you can actually race with us too. A lot of these guys have a social Saturday where a lot of them run a little bit of practice coming up for the week ahead, as well as meet new drivers that are particularly looking for a seat. But it's open to everybody. Even Lewis, you can race on Saturdays.
I don't do Saturdays. Saturdays are my days off.
Yep, that's the same with
Especially,
me.
I think yesterday was my day off due to being alone on Friday.
Yep, I've done it. Being alone is not too bad. As long you just have to learn how to talk quite a lot. And make sure you have a drink ahead of you. Coffee just ahead of me.
I ran out halfway through and then started coughing.
Just go silent and go get yourself a drink. Nobody's gonna really worry too much. Right now, Eke sitting on top of the board. Tom puts in a solid lap to get himself P4, so the Renault team having a good look this evening can say the same for Ferrari. Hellboy sitting up in P3 right now for the McLaren team. Hubby P5. Harrison sitting P6 on.
Enzo just had a little spin.
Let's jump down with Enzo.
I think he's corrected it now. JML invalidated his lap again.
Oh no. He did have a little bit of trouble on last week, but he nailed a lap in towards the end of the session and just cuts the track.
You can only invalidate once, so why not?
If you push the boundaries, sometimes they'll invalidate this lap and the next lap. I've had it happen to me before, where it's just like, alright, what's the point?
That's because you can't drive.
No, I can't. I'm terrible. Alright.
Shall we just swap on Fridays and I'll take your seat and you can commentate?
No, I'm particularly like my seat right now. So I think I'm going to keep it. JML into the pits. I think that's going to be his qualifying over with. He only has 1 minute and 40 to go, so unfortunately JML can't get onto the board this evening. He's going to start towards the tail end. Hey, SF1 Stig, I've noticed, has changed his helmet finally because I kept ripping on him for running the Michael Schumacher helmet. And here he goes to start his. Let's jump on board with the Alfa Romeo driver for a lap around the Hungarian ring as the time's down. Coming up into turn 1, break it just before the 50-meter mark. Turn DRS is now open, coming up into turn 3. Down on the throttle as quick as you can. I actually hit that curb. I know some people stay away from it. I hit it, but I don't know. Coming up to this, sets a purple sector. Ooh, that was close. JML is retired from the session. Fortunate not to get a lap in this evening. Coming up into the hard right, left. Don't extend too much. You see, Stig set a purple sector, though he doesn't have any time, so that's going to be personal best, not session best. Sector 3 now. Easy to extend there as the car wants to run off wide. Last few corners before he gets a lap in. 20 seconds remain here. SF1 Stig around the final corner of this track. DRS is now open. What time is it going to be? He's going to be in the 14s for sure. No, it's going to be 15 flat. Good enough for P8. And that's going to do it for qualifying here with 4 seconds remaining. Everybody else is on a flyer.
So is on a lap as well.
So
A set of mediums.
Okay, pulls in the pits out of 13.5. 0 retired, so he's not going to be improving on that time. Let's see if Hellboy can improve on his time, get closer to Eke. Or is Eke going to steal this one out of the gate? See if Tom can improve on his lap as well. Who's going to be the first to cross? It's going to be Jono in that Haas. Coming across, 14.2, good enough for P4. Let's jump down to Williams. That's not going to be Amandale. I'm missing all the action.
Enzo getting P9,
So goes 14. Here comes Amandale. Is he going to improve? Goes to P6. Taking Mercedes boxes. Will Hellboy improve? 14.1 stays P3 for the time being. Next up on the chopping block is going to be Hub D, who's invalidated his lap. And Stig.
Hellboy goes P2.
Hellboy improves to P2. So what a lap from Jono to get himself P4. Next up on Stig, going to start from P11. Looks like Hub D is going to stay in P7. I think that's going to be it for qualifying. Definitely is going to be it for qualifying. What a thing to look at, though. Livid Opossum, JML, and Rashi are all going to start right near each other, which JML was a GP2 driver last season. Am I in the top 10? Liquid Courage, maybe. Dark Mark, or SF1 Senna. But that's going to be it for qualifying. As Eke is going to grab pole position here for round 3. Can he convert that into a win? And we see where we saw Manus Gamer Boss do it twice this season, starting from pole and grabbing the win. But without Manus Gamer Boss being here, it could open the door for Eke as he grabs pole. Following down the order, Hellboy, what a lap from him to get himself on the front row grid to start this race. 0 in P3. We have Jono 4th, Tom 5th, Amadale is 6th, Hubd is 7th, SF1 Senna is 8th, Harrison 9th, we have Enzo 10th, Stig 11th, Mama is 12th, Bruno is 13th, we have Soap in 14th, we have Smids 15th, and 2 reserves, Rashi and Livid, not able to set a lap, and unfortunately JML couldn't get a lap on the board, so he's going to start P17. Cardinal is really happy about that. P1 and P5 for the Renault duo. Race goes.
How many safety cars did we get on Friday?
I do know we had 2 safety cars, and I think we had 2 VSC, so 2 and 2.
I think I missed the restart of one because my Xbox kept kicking me out of the session.
All right, looks like we're finally going to move on to the session. What time is it on the board? We have 57, so 5-minute complimentary break for the drivers. Probably be around before we go, 4:05. And then when we load in, Croce is cheering on his McLaren teammate, Hellboy in P2. That was a solid lap from Hellboy. I know he did it on softs, but it's good to see him up there. Looks like my co-commentator has left the session.
Yeah, he decided that he wanted to kick me out again. That's just
Ah,
fantastic.
if you guys hear anybody in the background yelling, that is my wonderful daughter who's always excited to watch these.
Never know when she gets older, she might be a better commentator than you.
She's already a better commentator than me. All right, let's look. All right, so we're in to Pro Luca. That's the bad. Senna might have to have a beer to celebrate getting the top 10. This to add on to the Liquid Courage, but we're going to give you guys a look at the points as it stands after the United States Grand Prix. We'll give you guys a look at the combined first. You guys can see Red Bull leading the charge right now, overtaking a couple of the guys in the championship so far. So Red Bull leading the way, Ferrari sitting P2. We have Mercedes and Alfa tied for third. Again, they were tied for second last week, now tied for another position at 182 points. 1 point behind them is Racing Point. We have Williams in sixth. We have Renault in seventh, looking for a good race this evening. Haas moves up to eighth. We have McLaren in ninth, and we have AlphaTauri in 10th. We'll give you guys a look at the drivers' points before we go. Right now, leading the way, as I mentioned, Manus Gamer Boss winning 2 out of 2 so far of the season. Eke just behind him in second. We have Harrison in third. JML is fourth. Sync Rainer not here this evening, sitting fifth. We have 06. We have Enzo in seventh. Shoof not here this evening as well. I think that's who Livid is in for, sitting eighth. We have Senna in ninth. We have Hellboy sitting 10th, getting that starting row grid on this one, so he could bounce up that table quite a bit. Hubdy is sitting 11th. We have Paranel in 12th. SF1 Tom is 13th. Mama is 14th. Soap in 15th. SF1 Stig, a little bit of unlucky bits so far this season, sitting 16th. We have Amandale missing last week, sitting 17th. We have Aruzia, who I don't think he is going to be racing anymore this season, in 18th. We have Smids 19th. And Jono making his debut back to SF1 last week. Unfortunately, it ended quite early with a crash, so hopefully he can get some good points. Starting P4 on the grid this evening. So, Lewis, are you back in?
Yes, I am.
Ah,
But I
yes.
do need to go visit the little boy's room.
Gotcha. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to rest my voice for just a bit before we get into this craziness. Let me check. Usually they tell me. I actually got a photo from something. Ooh, spicy. Okay, so SF1 Harrison gives me the DL. There's a bit of rain that might be hitting the track at the very end of this race. So that is something to look forward to. All right. Let's see if they said what time they're gonna go. No. All right. 04 is when we go. So we have 3 minutes to wait, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned in. We're gonna be right here live to catch the entire race. Make sure you guys check this one out. It's gonna be quite mental. Be right back.
Good one. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? That's how. That's how I tried to start the stream on Friday. It just didn't go to plans.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, these guys are getting ready to go for the formation lap. It is 36 laps these guys have to contend with, and I just mentioned there's a little bit of rain on the way towards the end of this race, so it could get quite a bit spicy. GP2 had rain at the beginning. These guys are going to have rain at the end. Let's get that points table off of the screen so you guys can see the formation lap, even though it's not the most exciting. But yeah, here I got the lap strategy prediction already for Eke. They're giving him a two-stop, but it's going to be kind of a close call. Get the telemetry up for everybody. Everybody's lining up, getting those tires warm. So actually, let's get the tires delta up. You guys, tire compound. So if you go to detail those and you go to past the tires, you'll see a penalty, and it'll give you the seconds. Yep.
See, no one told me that on Friday. They just said look at the penalties.
Roshi's saying soft hard can be done. It can be done, as I mentioned earlier. Though you're gonna have to be very, very delicate on those softs for the first couple laps. You can't go too aggressive. However, beginning of the race, usually everybody's quite aggressive. But we have a lot of guys. Amandale is going to be the first up on the medium compounds. We have a lot of compounds in. We have two guys opting for a hard compound, JML and Rashi. So those tires are going to definitely need to be brought up to temperature for the beginning of this race. Going to be a little slower at the gate, but after a couple of laps with those on, they should turn on heat-wise and be able to be the pace. Those softs, though, I don't see them going much past maybe lap 8. So those guys are going to have to definitely probably box early. But he lining up. Keep an eye on, make sure nobody's making any fouls. Putting themselves on a naughty step on the... Jameto says, let me drive.
Oh, I got the tyre graphic thing that I was quite confused about
Yep.
on Friday.
At first, when I started streaming on this game, I absolutely loved it. Now it's just become quite annoying, to be honest.
Friday is the first time I've ever seen it. I did not know it existed.
That's a nice shot around the ultimate corner here, while everybody lines up on the grid. Marmot on toast is better. All right, everybody. So if you could keep your eye on the phone, I don't know what to do with. Also, for Lewis, who's on the trainee for streaming, if you scroll through and the lights start dropping and go back up to the position 1, it'll give you a better camera angle. Another stupid thing that you have to keep in mind. All right.
Yeah, I was.
What's it off for everybody? 5 red lights are lit here at the Hungarian for round 3 in GP1. Let's see who gets a better start.
Rashi has a penalty for a jump start.
Eke gets a good start. We have a Ferrari just behind him coming into turn 1, 3 wide. Oh, Tom's going to squeeze in. Is it going to be a Renault 1-2? It looks like it's going to be the case. Tom gets P2. Eke holds on to the lead. Wow, they might be in for a really good start here. Keeping an eye down the order into turn 3. Everybody going side by side. Let's jump on board with an Alfa Romeo. Catch some of the action on track. A couple guys going wide. This is going to be a little dicey here. We already have blue flags. I wonder who's bugging out the system. Everybody makes it through. Have an AlphaTauri looking for a look on the inside of the Alfa Romeo. Looks like it's pretty clean. They'll go on Alpha. Cardinals really happy that the Renault team is leading 1-2 right now. It's going to be a question who's going to decide to box beforehand from each other. They're both on soft compounds. Let's look through the rest of the field. Oh, Hubdy's retired. What's happened to Hubdy? Where'd that go?
He got a bit twitchy.
Oh no. So an Alfa Romeo, our first casualty of the race.
Safety car.
Safety car is out, so we'll bring the Delta back up. It looks like SF1 Tom is going to pull into the pits.
Hellboy pitting.
A couple guys opting to stay out. Eke's going to stay out. I wonder what Tom's going to move to. I wonder if he's going to go for a hard compound. It looks like he's going to go for a medium compound here for his first pit stop. Yeah, Hubs. Oh man. Alright, so looks like Hellboy, something had happened to him at the beginning of the start, so he's fallen all the way down to P17. Okay, leading this race underneath the safety car, so our first safety car. Let's see if they get one more and 2 VSCs, and they'll match GP2. What do you think, Lewis? Do you think it'll...
I think we might get more.
What a move from Jono, though. He's put himself up to P3. Amandale sitting P4. Harrison looking to retain and defend that title.
While the safety car is out, have you seen the Aston Martin safety car?
Yeah, I actually
And medical car.
dropped that on the Discord yesterday, I believe.
I don't like the medical car. The medical, it looks terrible.
I forget what model are they using for the safety car. Is that the V12 Vantage or is that the new DV?
Let me have a look. Let me whip my phone out. A second. And we shall have a browse while we have time.
All right, so
I still
everybody's
have
now.
jacket potatoes up on my screen.
Phil's already told us it's a V8 Vantage that they're going with for the medical or the safety car, DBX for the medical car. Tom must be counting on another safety car. Cardinal Hubsy said he's fuming. Can understand why he actually DNF'd from this race last season as well. But safety car should be in this time around. Everybody is on each other in this pack right now. See how Jono fares. See when these guys actually decide that it's going to help them extend the life of these soft tires. So they should be able to box. Probably depends on how easy they take it.
The next question is, are they going to be using the British Racing Green for the Aston?
For the medical car and the safety car, I believe they are. If you look at the they definitely had a hint of green. Not sure if they're definitely a darker shade of green. Oh, it's okay, Hubs. Everybody DNFs once in a while. Ask your teammates, Tig. He's had 2 so far this season. But we'll see. Yeah, this season it's definitely challenging because we came up with the calendar. I think it was about I had it for 6 weeks before we announced it, and it's like wow, this is going to be challenging because you're not only you're trying to get in the rhythm of the original calendar where you have a couple big racing
Tifo in this
courses,
lap.
and then you have a couple short tracks like Canada, and then you have a street course. This one is you have a big track, then a short track like this, then you have a street track next week at Singapore. But Eke is on. Let's jump on board with a title defender of last season for the restart here. Looks like Eke has pulled away. Harrison's gonna have to take it a bit easy on those medium compounds. I'm just ahead of him. Eke got one heck of a push out of that. Look how much of a gap he made between himself and Zero. Going for a move in the turn 1. Looks like he's going to be close. We have to now looking for the back of the Mercedes. Oh, Rashi gets a little tail happy out of that corner. He's going to get around the AlphaTauri. Looks like it's going to be done deal into turn 3. Rashi already has a penalty too. I missed that. I'm not sure how. He got a jump start.
Drive-through for a jump start.
You're right. Okay, leading the charge separates him from Zero in P2. Jono catching the back of that Ferrari though. Jono is on for a good race this evening. As long as he can keep himself clean from time penalties and really push those soft compounds. As Livid gets a 3-second time penalty. Keep an eye on the Delta. A lot of these guys are 6'10s from between. We have point. Closest battle right now on track. A lot of these guys keep getting closer and backing off. Let's see if Tom can line up a move. I wonder if PRS will be available this time around. No, it's next time around. Tom's thinking about making a move. No, it's gonna back out. We have Mama movement on Livid Opossum here. For P10, they're going to have a side-by-side battle. Let's jump on board. What's JML going to think about it? That's not a place I would pass, although Lucky passed me here on Friday, and I had a little bit of weed come out. Mama holds on to position. We have Living P11 trying to hold on. JML just behind him. In case anything happens, that move, it will be his. Keep an eye on some of the other things going. Jono in P3 is just hanging in behind. DRS should be available now this time around. 2.1 seconds separates Eke from Zero already at the beginning of this race. DRS is now available, that's what I thought. And pit window is now open for the guys on a soft compound to go to a hard strategy. It's between laps 6 and 9. Really interesting seeing this guy's move to a different compound. The top three, we have move JML gets past Livid into turn one. But just behind SF Tom, banking on maybe having the range a little early towards the end of this race. Mediums can do just about, let's see, let me do the math. About, I would say about 18 to 20 laps. The pack of guys here. Mid, get the 3-second thing. It looks like Rashi did serve his stop go, or is it a drive through? Jono is the first of the top three to get a 3-second time penalty. Just what I was mentioning. Got to keep it clean. But this is what I was saying. Those mediums are going to start to turn on. Stig's right there as well. Stig's on a medium compound. Stig looking to have a better run this evening than his first two Grand Prix. DRS is not going to be open. It's going to be a train of cars chasing each other. None of the top three boxed yet for different compounds, so they're going to stay out with these.
Tom's gaining on a possum, gaining, going down the inside at turn one. SF1 Tom moves up into P12.
Austin trying to have a comeback here. Zero to 3-second second and third right now, sitting on a time penalty. That's only going to help the guys behind Amadeo, Harrison, and Enzo. Stiggs falling. Is he falling? He's 7 as Enzo gets around him. Enzo, a former GP1 champion, so he's no slouch. Everybody that tuned in and watched, thank you guys so much. Makes it worthwhile when I see you guys all show up to watch this race. These guys are quite mental. I'll give you a little look. If you go to the penalties now, you'll be able to see how much time they have to their name.
Well, someone could have told me that on Friday, but they just didn't. There is a massive.
Is Amandale going to have the position? No, Jono's going to fight back, side by side. Looks like Amandale makes the stick. Jono doesn't have DRS. Harrison's going to go for the look too. He's going to hold it on the outside. Ooh, that's close. That's still side by side. Can we have the turn? Oh, Jono runs a bit wide. That is dangerous business. I think Jono backed out. No, they're going to go side by side and run the death corner. Woo. How did they make it through this side by side? I want to know.
Brilliant.
I want to know how they made it through that.
Oh, Enzo getting a bit squirmy behind these guys.
That was absolutely insane. Amadale now chasing the back of the Ferrari of 0. 0 sitting on a time penalty. Amadale's squeaky clean. Williams could have a good race this evening as his teammates turn sick. It's so back and forth. Some races you have a team that does really well. Like you see Red Bull leading the charge this week coming into this race, but they're missing one of their drivers, and the other driver sitting P13.
Jono pits.
Senna gets a 3-second time penalty. He does have
both 0 and Jono pit.
Oh, Hellboy's down on the left.
Set of mediums.
Enzo gets past SF1 Stig. Stig's still battling him.
Jono goes onto a set of mediums as well.
I wonder if they're really banking on that range once again. Listen, trying to chase down Enzo gets himself a 3-second penalty. I have a feeling he's going to box this time around. Let's see. Keep an eye on that as Harrison is chasing him. He is starting to lose a bit of time to these guys behind him on the medium compound. Watching the battle between SF Tom and JML, those guys are really close as well. Harrison 48% of his Eke's still gonna stay out. He's gonna put 9 laps, almost 10 laps on these softs. Is he the soft king master this evening? Gap is 2 seconds to see how much he loses in this next lap compared to the guys just behind him. Harrison Fiora, nothing goes with it. Stays behind Amandale. Enzo sitting in P4, Stig just behind him. And the guys here, that is my daughter, she's watching him. Laying on the floor, having a great old time. Look, Stig still riding behind Enzo. Oh man. As Possum gets himself a have SM1 really behind JML. Staying with these guys as well. I think Mama is trying his best to actually jump on Mama and have the rear view mirror full of that Mercedes as well. Position not quite his yet. They're going to go side by side. Zero sets a fast lap of the 117.5 on a set of mediums. He's boxed for his second, for his first stop. Coming off the soft compound. Still make the move. See if Tom can have a good run at him as well.
That got a bit close between Tom.
Tom on 8 lap. He's on a new set of mediums. They are starting to plug him just a bit. I'm sure the wear is coming in a bit more. He's got Possum now just behind him. These guys in the background. Really, really. He's gonna work his way through. Position here on lap 12. Harrison is a little late on the brakes. This is Formula One noise. You have Williams 1 and 3 sandwiching a Mercedes.
Oh, Amanda goes wide. Tom's got the position.
He's wide again. Livin's gonna have a look. Where is bit touch? Harrison gets himself a 3-second time penalty. I'm telling you, the track limits here are pretty harsh. As you can see, it's definitely got a warning for that. I'm gonna try to help his teammate out here as Senna is. These guys up. It's starting to get cloudy, Lewis. Same time. Do you think that rain is going to hit? Guys in the comments, drop your prediction. There is rain towards the end of this race. It's already getting cloudy. Lap 13. I'm going to say...
Lap 22.
Yeah, I was going to go probably lap 20. See how Senna
20 and 22.
Back. Okay, now coming fast with the DRS. 10 laps time. Croce's thinking lap 23. There's Eke on the inside. Senna gonna get a run on the outside. Back to the inside. Bit of a switch. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Renault's now gonna try to find him. Whoa! Hey, there's end plate. No contact between himself and Senna. That is unfortunate. Senna's really staying just behind. That's gonna throw Julian's car. Yeah, You guys a penalty of
This cloud is coming in very quick, to be
down
fair.
pretty soon, I think.
I might have to change my prediction.
Guys in the medium still staying out. They should be able to take her to about lap.
With this cloud coming over, the guys that are on hards are going to struggle that a little bit more with the track being colder.
Cardinal says lap 24 he's going to predict rain. Rhodes, your mic keeps going a bit muffed, mate. It's because I'm leaning forward and grabbing my coffee while drinking it. And when I lean forward, my voice is out of the mic range, so I do apologize. I'll try not to talk unless I'm right in front of the computer.
Just get a better setup. You spent all that money on a Fanatec and you can't even upgrade other parts of your setup that need upgrading.
They don't need upgraded. I just don't use my headphones to hear the game. I can't use them on the computer, otherwise I won't hear most of what's going on. We have Sector 2 yellow. Who's that
There's
for?
a yellow flag. That
Racing
is
point.
Smith's.
Looks like he's still able to continue, so it's not going to be any type of VSC or safety car here out. Croce's laughing at me because I've told him that. Yeah, see, this time I have the cup of coffee in my hands. It is getting very, very cloudy quick here. Harrison's still trying to get past Amadeo. Amadeo really having control of this race as both Harrison and Enzo have a 3-second time penalty. However, look who's coming into talks here. These guys battling quite a bit is helping SF1 Stig catch these guys.
Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you?
I do. I absolutely love it. I want him to have a good race. He's had some bad luck in the first 2 races. I told him, head down. Don't worry about last season's expectations. Okay, Mama having quite a battle here, side by side. Oh, there's a bit of a penalty. Smith gets a time penalty. Mama is putting the shoulders out against the Renault driver. Eke's thinking about a switchback move here. Oh, there's rain. Alright, nobody predicted lap 15, but it's here. Lap 15, we have rain, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to be the first? Yeah, that came quick. Okay. So we're going to have almost 15 laps, almost 20 laps of rain in this race.
The guys in hards are going to struggle now.
Yeah, so it's going to get interesting real quick. I think by lap 20, they're going to have to box for intermediates. Carlos in his face. That was quick. Going to be spicy. It is definitely going to be spicy.
Oh, Stig's touched the back of Enzo into turn 1.
Was there any damage? Let's take a look.
Not as far as I could see. Just Enzo
Nope.
had a bit of a squirmy moment.
Oh, I have a lovely aerial camera. I'm going to stay on that because that's my favorite camera angle. SF1 Stig chasing down Enzo just ahead. He ran a little bit wide there, so that's definitely going to be a warning. Guys ahead of him, Enzo, and I have another aerial camera. It never happens. I never get 2 in a row.
How come you get the good Oh! Hello. Does it say how come you always get the good camera angles and then I've just got it, so I'm quite happy about that. I don't know why we couldn't have had this on Friday. The cameras are all over the place. It weren't pointing where I wanted it.
Oh, Amadeo, I don't know if he made a mistake, but Harrison's up through to the lead. Harrison does have a time penalty, though, so he's really going to have to push. I think the track is already starting to get a little out of these guys' control. Sector 1 yellow. We have, is that Smids again? Smids is off on those hard compounds. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit.
Pits.
Hubd says it's greasy. I will
He's
say.
coming in for the intermediate tyres by the looks of it.
Let's take aboard Amadeo and see what the Williams driver does. Yeah, he's gone to the intermediates right away. Is it too early? Let's take a look. We'll stay on board with the Williams driver coming out of the pits now.
Jono's pit for Inters as well.
Just side by side with the Red Bull. Let's see what kind of paces compared to each other. I haven't seen the DRS. Stig gets himself. DRS is still active for
And
these guys.
pretty,
Usually that's the
yeah,
indication
pretty
when
soon.
oh, gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Amadale and Eke. Eke is not having the best of luck with traffic this evening. Amadale, let's take a look. Oh, he's locking up just a bit. Easy on the throttle as well, so I don't know if it's quite ready for the intermediates. Yeah, he's really going quite easy on the throttle as we have that.
Harrison pits. Enzo pits. Stig pits.
Alright, let's jump on board. Sector 3 yellow.
Enzo has retired from the session.
Enzo hit the
He
pit
scratches
wall.
a pit wall.
Enzo has hit the pit wall. Smith is retired. It's all kicking off right away. Wow. Ow. Somebody get Carlos on the line. Somebody's pulled a SF1 Carlos. Enzo pulled an SF1 Carlos.
The RS is now disabled. People have just came past the pit entry as well.
She says, red flag, red flag. Olivia Pasta gets a 5-second speeding into the pit lane. That is going to be... Eke is out on... Did he pit? Oh, he hasn't pitted yet. Interesting. I wonder if he missed it. Oh, Farinell and Stoke going side by side there. Amma still out on a medium compound. Oh, slaps the wall.
Oh, that's...
Left the session. Leaving. Yeah, this race has turned quickly. In the pits. A little down the ways, not a lot down, still in the medium compound. I'm even surprised we didn't get a safety car from this. But Harrison leads the way with Stig just behind. Amadale sitting P3. No.
Eke with a beautiful corner cut on the chicane. Just didn't take the left-hander, just skipped straight over it at about 30 miles an hour to not get a penalty. That was majestic.
I am wondering if we're going to see full wets at some point because these guys are really, oh, the McLarens almost hit each other. Oh boy, he has to be done. Oh, Eke goes a bit wide. Tom gets himself a 3-second time penalty, and so passes his teammate. Eke's going to pull into the pits. Wow, this is giving me Germany 2019 vibes. No, please don't, boys. This is giving me Germany 2019 vibes for sure. It's not going to happen at this point. Sector 1 yellow. His Hellboy still... Oh, he's sat. Okay, what in the world is that? Wacky, and that's caused SF1 Tom to crash out.
I'm very confused to what I have missed. I was checking my phone. Why is there a Tom on the straight?
I'm just gonna say, Hellboy was in the pits. And then he wasn't in the pits. And SF1. Incident that might have to be looked at. Donald gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Did I just see that? Yeah, you just saw that. I just saw that. That was a glitch. Yeah, that was a glitch and a half. We got to look at the penalties so far. We have guys sitting on 3 seconds. We have sitting on 6 seconds. Livid is on 11 seconds. We have 0 on 8 seconds. Eke is you're at our camera right now.
Can I just point out that JML has gained 11 positions this race so far.
Harrison Stig up 8 and 9. We have Wendy up positions 9 as well as so JML's up 11 positions. Heroes down 8 positions. Some point. Let's see if that's something that has to do with Mama. Go back to the tires. Yeah.
Maybe they have information that we don't.
There should be a restart. I don't. It's kind of out of my hands. I think in the race laps in, I think we still have to keep it. Yeah, one the stewards definitely look at. And Tom's gonna have voice his opinion. As well. What happened? Only that's a weird place to crash. Safety car is now out.
There's a lot of carbon fiber at turn 1 as well.
Alright, so we've seen a lot of different things so far this race. We saw some glitches that unfortunately on the crash. Saw a couple guys losing the race already. It's been interesting. As one said on Discord about GP2, if it only affects one driver, then no restart. Shoot is insane. It looks like it's and he's finally put on the medium. Keep an eye on some of the guys in the Delta. On the McLaren driver ahead of him. Sector 3 yellow. Looks like it's for a Renault. Sector 3 yellow again. Still not sure. It must be for the Renault. Yeah, only 13 drivers remain out of 18 so far. This has been an interesting race. Yeah, that's what I saw. Cowboy was. And glitched his car, and Tom hit the back of it. It will be looked at, and it will. Right now, JML putting the pressure on the other McLaren driver. Just behind. Let's jump on board with Soap, as he has JML just behind him. JML picking up a podium last week at the United States Grand Prix. Sector 1 yellow. Looks like it's for the Racing Point yet again. JML getting really close to the back end of that McLaren. Wouldn't it be something if you saw McLaren take the championship battle towards Mercedes this season? Kind of throw a little shade at Lewis Hamilton. Say, yeah, you won a lot of titles going to Mercedes, but now it's our turn again. And you can't come back.
If McLaren was to win a race this year, who would you think it'd be? Daniel or Lando?
It would probably come down to the situation. I believe that I don't know if they're going to favor one driver over the other. But you definitely have to look at Daniel coming in as being the new #1 driver because of the experience alone. And Elboy. I think moving out of the way for some of these guys. Let's keep an eye though. Harrison now puts 2 seconds big. Amadale getting 1.4 seconds. Let's see what he is to the leader. So Amadale could actually put himself on a win. Time penalties, no tires, interval to the leader. That's what I'm looking for. Amadale is 3/10 out of the lead of this race currently, so he's got to put the pressure down now. He's got just a couple laps to go, roughly about 11 laps remaining for himself to get that win. Keep it clean for his victory receiving for the win. Out.
There is, if you look towards turn 1, there is a break in the clouds. Just on the like outer edge of the circuit. It looks like it's getting a bit blue.
You see it. Though, with 10 laps remaining, I wonder if the track will dry out in time to move back to a soft compound. The track is definitely tricky, and jumping on board right now, the closest battle between these guys is JML chasing down Soap. I think we're having a lot of glitched out sectors. Let me take a look at Harrison's photo he sent me. See if there's any dry towards the end. Oh, it is supposed to be dry towards the end. So we might go back to dry conditions, depending on how quickly it comes. We shall see.
Well, with the way that this rain came in, it might disappear quite quickly as well.
What a race. Definitely not missing a beat this time around. Still trying to chase down. Good battle with himself and we have second. Okay, what's that for? Whole course went yellow for just a second. Back to green though. Rest just yet. Actually, hey Lewis.
Yeah.
It stopped raining.
Ha! I told you.
It stopped raining. So these guys go back on to the soft compound. We'll see how long that takes. Yellow.
I'm willing to put a bet on if we go to dries or not.
Something's going on.
Would you place your spare racing wheel up?
No, because the shipping's way too much.
It's not though, I've said to it.
Let's take a look. So six and he's on at the time. The guys in front have a time penalty. When will we see dry tires as well? See, the racing line is still pretty greasy. It's still coming from the intermediates as well, so it's not going to be within the next laps. See, Amdale's that car around the close. Amdale, he picked up
oh, so got a bit swervy on the exit of turn 1, and JML is looking for moving to turn 2. Doesn't quite get it. He is very close though.
Another phantom sector
shock. Oh, we've got yellow all sectors now. Go back to green.
Oh wait, I just saw a spit of rain again.
Oh, don't say that. Oh no. Oh. Okay, we know what that was for. That one is for a slowing racing point.
I'm on maybe a little bit too soon, maybe a too soon. JML and so.
Oh, Oh, so one's a bit wide.
See if JML can get a line. Rashi gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of spray coming from Soap's McLaren. But the track definitely looks a lot more dry.
Oh, Soap getting a bit squirmy again.
Yeah, he's really throwing that McLaren around. See how these guys take going up through. Oh, that was close. I don't know, I think within the next 2 laps we're going to be on dries. The track is starting to dry out quite a bit. Recall Friday's race where the rain stopped and within 2 or 3 laps we were back on the dries. However, I moved to hard compounds and that was a nightmare. Whoa, JML, the back end steps out quite a bit. We're having lovely, lovely track conditions here, as you guys can see. Lots of green flags and yellow flags.
Nice little disco.
Yeah, let's take a look at who's going now. Between himself and the leader, he's 4.8 seconds out of the lead, so he'd be good enough to P2 right now.
JML pits. So as
My tires are now back on, ladies and gentlemen. Paranel pits too. It's unfortunate the leaders will pass the pit spot. So these guys are gonna have to hold on.
JML pits for softs.
Most of these guys are gonna go to soft compound. See if Zero puts on soft compound. Eke's in. Most likely a soft compound. Livid takes out the brake board for some reason. I have to keep an eye on that one. Into the pit. Leader starting to come around to the few last corners. Yeah, that's a bit naughty. Almondale's really starting to put the pressure on the back of the stick. These guys, Paranel's going to catch these leaders quite quickly, even though they are into the pits now. Paranel really fighting the car just a bit, trying to get or see where the grip is. Track is going to be green, super green. Oh, Harrison gets a stick, and I'm going to. He's on his way out now. Gonna have a good push to get towards the end here. Not sure if that's an actual sector 2 yellow or not. Carlos says not cool by Livid. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. Senna picks up a 3-second time. I'll give you guys as Hellboy's still on intermediate compound. I wonder if he still has rain on his screen. Yeah. What a move we have. JML. We have Zero chasing down JML and Paranel here for P4. This could get a bit spicy in just a bit. I got rid of the interval. Amadale now just as well. Eke, 3-second time penalty to his name. JML goes a bit wide. DRS is back on DRS, so we'll see if JML can get a good run on Paranel.
Zero got very good traction out of the penultimate corner.
Both are going to have DRS though, so it's going to help JML defend against Zero. Zero is coming, charging down pretty quickly. Dale chasing the back of that Alfa Romeo as well. Getting really sick of these sectors, these yellow sectors. Lap 30, ladies and gentlemen. Race is almost done and dusted in the books. We'll see how this one finishes. As JML gets a lot closer now to the back of the AlphaTauri. I'm not even going to comment on this. Zero.
Zero getting very close to JML though.
Time penalty. He's going hopefully be P2 given the penalties, as Harrison's put out a 3.5 second gap between himself and Stig. Here we go. Is Perronel going to be sitting duck here with DRS, with the Mercedes and the Ferrari? Oh no. Oh no. If you guys hear that, it's my dog. She's going crazy. And it holds on to P4.
The Williams has a 3-second tire penalty.
Oh, level on track. Either. Track, if he wants that position, he's going to have DRS against Alpha. You know, Stig sets the fastest lap of the race in 16 flat here with 32 laps out of 35. That's when I said I was going to give you guys an update on the penalties. Top 3 sitting on 30 seconds. Perronel sitting. That's not going to affect him, except for if he gets battle with JML and Zero, who's sitting on 3. Hook on 6. We have Rashi on 3, as well as Mama on 3. Hellboy is sitting clean, but he's a lap down. Go back to see the stops. A lot of guys have made a 2-stop. This is 3-stop for Zero. Senna gets himself a second time penalty. Yeah, so biggest the guys. I think JML's gonna get driver of the day from the game, as Amadeo runs a bit wide again. Back to the tires, most of them on soft compounds. Yellow sector 1, probably fake again. Oh, is this guy? Lap 33 now for the Mercedes driver. He's got Amadeo and SF1 chasing him down. Can they get any closer on these closing stages? Anton, what is going on? Hello. JML is hero. This has oh man. Good, mate. How are you doing? Oh, Zero's gonna go for
Zero
the outside of JML.
down the inside.
Side by side into turn 1. JML's gonna have DRS to fight back. Jump on Mercedes. Looks like Zero is taking that position. Now he's gonna have to go after the AlphaTauri just ahead of him. Oh, these guys are really attacking that.
Zero is a row on ERS though. Under 10%.
Same with JML, he's at
Just
16.
over 10%.
And Perronel has 50%, 57%, so he's got enough to defend. However, he has Zero and JML just behind him. Lap 34, penultimate lap for this race. Sector 2, fake yellow probably. Eke gets another time penalty, so he's now up to 9 seconds. And Zero line up a pass here with the DRS. Doesn't have much ERS to begin with, though. He is an overtake, and he's already spent it. So Paranel can push with his overtake. Zero is going to go to the outside. Is Paranel going to hold the line? Ah, the sun's
Looking
actually
for a
shining. Whoa,
switchback.
whoa, whoa! They're going to go side by side. On board with JML. Looks like Paranel did just enough to hold on to position. They're going to go
Round the
side by side
outside.
still. Still
It
side by
says the
side. Paranel
inside.
backed out of
What
it.
a move by Zero. Beautiful.
Amadale
Move
does
of the
get around
race.
SF1 Stig for P3. Stig holding on to P3. The sun is shining yet again. Phil says no, Stig. See if Stig fights back. This is for position. He does have DRS. I wonder if he backed out so he could have DRS towards the end. As Amadale was a bit wide again on track, Stig's going to have quite the momentum here going into turn one. Is he going to make for a pass? He's going to go for an outside look. Maybe switch it back to the inside. That is going to be what he's going to do. No, doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Is Stig going to go for the inside lunge? No, he doesn't. He's going to hold back. Last lap of this race, this man leading the charge. It's going to feel nice for him to pick up a victory this evening. Title defending season for SF1 Harrison. As Amadale and Stig battling out just behind him. Anybody else super close? JML's chasing down. Zero did get around Paranel. Did catch that on stream. A couple of the other guys, a little bit of a distance between them. Back up with this. Amadale to a few last corners of the race. And quite a nice drive from himself. A little time penalty to his name, which I know, but it's not going to change how it looks this evening. He's going to win at the Hungarian ring. SF1 Harrison is your winner. Amadale's going to come across second for Williams. Stig come across in P3 for a podium. See how he crosses. He has Paranel just right there. Paranel should take the position off low. Zero. Tried to get a good run up the exit. Zero crosses P. Line A. River Mountain. River for River P. Crossing P. Was Rashi just behind him and 8 seconds down the road. Mama cross P12. Hellboy is going to finish this race out in P13, and he's got a long way to go before he finishes this race. He's not a like the session.
Is your child okay?
Huh?
Is your child okay?
Yeah, I'm talking to her while I'm waiting.
I heard baby noises.
He's got 45 seconds. I've never seen this before. It's interesting. See if he actually comes across the line with 35 seconds now remaining. No fuel to his McLaren. He'll pull it in the pits, or if he's actually going to cross. He must have really been pushing his fuel in his place. There you have it. We have a glitch. Still going. So hopefully it cancels it out. Harrison's left the session. Everybody's left the session. That's interesting. All right, so unfortunately we won't see a podium celebration. But we're gonna move on to the podium celebrations as we speak now. So let's get those underway. Once this car is just going
I'm
back and
glad.
forth.
Yeah, I'm still viewing Hellboy just go round and round.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back out to the main menu and get these guys in for the podium interviews. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second too.
I'm glad I did. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's going. Person is here. Guys.
Yep. Oh, what a race.
You are laughing it up. Laugh it up, bro. Alright, so we're gonna kick these off with you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, podium interviews. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the podium because something glitched out. That race was legit, but nevertheless, we have. We'll kick it off with peace. I'm.
Yes!
I know you had a bit of bad luck at the beginning of the season. You were talking with me actually before the race, and I told you P3. I bet it feels good. Talk us through your race because that was crazy.
That was crazy. I knew I was always going to do one lap in qualifying the mediums, so I knew what I was going to do. But then seeing starting 11th, so I was happy with the being outside the top 10s with brand new towers. I was happy with the pace, really happy with the pace. I was able to keep hold of Howers and Amadell and Enzo at the start, just keep them in front. I was then, just before the race actually, was Carlos actually pointed out to me was going to rain, so I put extra smile on my face. So once the rain came, I was really happy. At the pace, a couple of laps for my interest well in with my setup, my dry setup anyway. I was catching the towers and then the VSC came out, then don't know what happened to my towers, it just felt like they were on ice, started losing time. Then start came back to me. And just kept it clean. I was trying to keep second place as much as I can, but Amadeo just got me in the second to last, so I tried to see if Mark's ELS try to do it, but couldn't do it. But I was happy with third, especially from 11th. Clean race.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of had a wee moment when Hubs spun in front of me again round here.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy about it.
No,
The chat, we're talking.
as twice he's done it round here.
Yep.
He was in front of me.
But solid
But-
race.
no, I wasn't expecting this. You do this to me every single time.
That's the point.
All right. That's
Congratulations on your P3. Nice battle with yourself and Amandale, especially towards the end of the race. Him getting a penalty kind of put it, on track for you guys to battle it out. So that was definitely good to see.
Yeah.
But
I
congratulations.
think because of the DL.
Now you can go have some of your favorite adult beverages.
Oh, I will, don't you worry.
Have one for me, please.
He's not. So we're on to P1 this night. Hey, Esteban Harrison, giving yourself quite a title battle with I bet you're still anticipating with that rain that came in the middle. I know you don't like the rain, but congratulations. Give us a rundown of your race.
Well, I wasn't expecting the rain to be that early because it was nothing. You saw the picture I sent you.
Yeah, you gave me the lowdown, which I
brief.
appreciate.
Yeah, I didn't expect it that early, but I got a good start. Went between, I think it was an Alpha and I think it was Senna. Didn't get a good exit at turn 1, so I dropped back to my original starting position, I believe. And then from there I was just trying to stick with the guys until the soft runners pitted. Got past Jono, because he stayed out a bit too long on those softs. And then got stuck behind Amandale. And Enzo right behind me, my old title rival. And then the rain came after extending 2 laps from the strategy. Pitted for Inters when it said, but I didn't know what happened to Enzo. When we pitted, he just disappeared off the screen, so I don't know what happened to him there, because there was no collision behind me.
He went into the
came out the pits in P1 after Amandale spun a few laps before we pitted. And then it was just trying to keep stick behind me, sorry. Just trying to get used to the interconditions. The 2 VSCs kind of helped me, but they were kind of annoying because it did disrupt my rhythm. When the rain stopped, it did take a few laps to get dry, which was also kind of annoying because I did want to get on the dries as soon as possible, because the inters, when it goes almost dry, do tend to go off a lot. So I was thankfully that it came eventually. And then went on the sauce. I knew I could try and get past this lap, but I knew the 2 guys behind me would probably get it, so but I was just trying to keep it clean for the last few laps without corner cutting it or track extending, and I'm happy with that and the result, because Matters isn't here tonight.
Got points against defense this season. Another challenging race for you guys, back to back, really.
Well, you know my recovery drive last season, so I'll just leave that there.
I remember that one. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Congratulations one final time for SF1 Stig, Amandale, who unfortunately isn't here, and this man, SF1 Harrison, for your podium this evening at the Hungarian Grand Prix. We will catch you guys next week at the Singapore Grand Prix. GP3 is going to kick us off on Thursday, followed by GP2 on Friday, and these guys on Sunday, GP3 or GP1. Sorry, I'm rambling on, but until then, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for all the comments. You guys definitely kept myself entertained. Besides this race, which was giving me Germany 2019 vibes the whole way through. Lewis, thank you for helping me commentate this evening, mate. Really do appreciate it.
No worries.
But that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to sign off. We'll see you next week. Make sure you stay safe. We'll catch you next week. Same time, same channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. SF1 is going to sign out. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.